Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, that was a dumb one.
We got one. Oh, I'm going to argue. That was not so good. Anything to get a point.
Let the games begin.
Oh, Mr. Tony got a hole. Boy, that was a fine punt. Well, we don't stand much of a chance, do we? 17-7. That was nasty. This is the poorest game. I'm ready for the next three. Go white team.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 2013 Phoebe Olympians.
The Boardwalk Olympics was completely resident driven. We have a group on campus that's called a Sports and Recreation Task Force, and members of that task force kind of came up with this idea.
Some of us felt that somebody ought to be organizing some recreational events for the whole community.
And they started doing the preliminary planning, and then they came to me and they said, you know, we want to do this event.
I have to admit, right off the bat, I said, no way is that ever going to happen. But we all sat down, had a lot of meetings, and I quickly changed.
It was all them. It's wonderful.
We have a few people that are very competitive and try very hard to win. I would say in this event today, it was about half and half.
And it really kind of showcases the fitness of our seniors that live here on the campus.
Nice job. We lost the putting by 1 stroke. We knew we were fairly good because we were 3-1. So we didn't know whether anyone would have been undefeated. See, we only had 4 events. Yeah, we actually won 77-0. If you can't be first, you might as well be second.
Way to go!
Well, it was just fun competing and seeing how lousy you are or how much better you are or something. Good night, plates. I couldn't even get it up to the thing until I practiced. That plates thing, that's for the birds.
Yeah.
10, 15, 17.
Probably did the best at the golf. However, I was surprised at the quoits. Quoits were very difficult. Being rubber quoits and having to land on that inclined plane, they just scooted all over the place. And I had to be lucky to hit the plane in the target in the first place. But I enjoyed that. It was fun.
Wow.
Challenge.
Told you, this was great. It was great. I don't know how we could have had a much better event than this was for our first attempt.
We did have fun.
Yes, it was a lot of fun getting out here with all the other residents and people competing.
And it was just a neat atmosphere because they would cheer us on. They would shout, clap, and I think that was good for all of us.
It brings all of us closer to one another in a friendship way and in a family way.
In first place, the champions of our first, hopefully of many, Summer Boardwalk Olympics, Larry and Diane Brubaker.
Ira is a friend of ours, lives up on the hill, a few doors down, and he has a vision problem. He is legally blind. And we were talking about the games, and he said he would have liked to played bocce. And we said, well, let us see if that's legal to do that. So we talked to the people in charge, and they said, sure. So Ira joined us for bocce, and then also for the putting. He could do that if you showed him which cup to shoot for. But he did a great job, and it's good for him to get out because he's a caregiver for his wife, and he doesn't have a lot of outside activities outside of the house.
When our friends learned that we were coming to, in quote, a home, They say you're too young for this. But I don't know how old you have to really be. But I'm 75 and Nan's set.
We didn't plan to come as early as we did, but we've never regretted it because we've had things like this to do that are just a lot of fun.
Unfortunately, a lot of people wait too long to come here, and then they can't do these things. So we're going to do them as long as we can.
That's one of the beautiful things about Phoebe is people, they really keep you involved. You could be doing something every day of the week if they wanted to.
Well, I think aging in place is extremely important with Phoebe Ministries, and I think we try to do as much as we can, both from the administration and from the residents, to keep people active, to keep people moving, but also active mentally and physically.
A good friend here who just turned 100, I asked him what his secret was, and John said, keep moving.
They have anything you want to do here if you want to do it. And if you don't want to do anything, you don't. So we like to get involved.
We started up what we call inter-community games with other retirement villages. And that happens on a quarterly basis. We go to other places, and once a year they come here.
Just hope we do it again, and we'll probably be out here next year playing the games, and if not, we'll be rooting on our fellow competitors.